Join us as we travel throughout the North Island of New Zealand. Amanda and I recently took an early retirement from the University of Otago. We chose to spend 6 months away on our Hymer Camper, exploring different parts of the North Island. It's not the first time we've been to the North Island, but we want to explore some other places that we haven't seen, but more importantly, spend more time at each location. So we're both in cruise mode and taking you along for the ride. So here we are, arrived at Napier after coming down from Rotorua through Taupo. Thought we'd take a stroll down the main street and have a look at what the town has to offer. Napier is full of these beautiful buildings built in the Art Deco style which originated in Europe in 1925. On Tuesday, the 3rd of February 1931, Napier was caught in the most devastating earthquake. It was one of New Zealand's largest natural disasters.
So they used men that were unemployed during the Depression to come to Napier and rebuild the city. The pin is a device used for fastening objects or material together, which we think creates a fitting metaphor for the museum Sarah used.
We're just going to pop across town to the Ericsson Road Motorhome and Caravan Park.
We're just pulling out of Ericsson Road in Napier, thanks to NZMCA for another couple of nights. It's been great. We're just heading to Hastings to check out the farmers market there. Apparently it's quite a good one, so we haven't been to one for a while, so we're hunting it out.
Ericsson Road Motorhome Park is definitely one of the larger motorhome parks in New Zealand, and plenty of grass area to park on, and also the hard area in the centre for those winter periods.
Along Marine Parade, we're going to go into the public dump station here. There looks like there's quite a few here that have been staying the night, which is good. It's a council freedom area.
We went into the Motorhome Association basically because it was Saturday night, and it's just a little bit quieter behind the gate. You never know who's going to be driving around in the middle of the night, just having a bit of fun. But generally, you're pretty safe in these places with everybody out.
A lot in here. 20 plus vans. The outside one. There's water there. Up there. Look at that.
It's only 16 kilometres over to Hastings to go to the farmers market. Along the way there's quite a bit of devastation to the bridges with the flooding.
This is a piece here commissioned to mark the 20th centenary of the farmers market, and it's a rooster sculpture. It's pretty cool.
Markets are always a good place to top up with the vegetables. I quite like just to sit back and watch everybody around the stalls in a relaxed mood. Good chance to also get a coffee in for the day.
Quite cool.
Anyway, we've got our bag of goodies and we're heading back to the camper and then off to find our next location for the night. Quite cool, they've got the container here of all the trestles and everything. People just help themselves to
It's a nice area.
what they need. Quite nice under the trees and everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plenty of parking, which is quite good, although we parked out on the road. Not worth bringing the camper in here. I didn't know what the ground was like, so I don't want to get stuck.
No, it could be a bit boggy.
We decided to drive over to the Clifton Beach motor camp. This is one of those places we had on our bucket list for the number of years and wanted to go and stay. We pop into a camping ground every now and then, chance to catch up on the washing, charge up the batteries.
Okay, we get to plug some power in today, which is something we don't normally do. Let's get right in, Russell. Number 2. They're on at the moment. Off, they're all on at the moment, so. We'll turn the fridge onto main, so that's gas and then main. Bit of a new modern Truma boiler, and down here in this cupboard by the door, up in our drying cupboard, there's our Truma boiler. The old one used to only run off gas, but this one thankfully also runs off power, but you've got to change it over on the control panel. Select here and then run along to the flash, select that and then change that from gas to just AC. For power we should have a heater and hot water. Lots of permanents by the looks of it, living here with permanent awnings and caravans. Look at that, Thomas the Tank Engine playground. They're pretty cute, the little permanent caravans and permanent awnings really. We've had quite a bit of sea up into these areas with the storms they've been having. Look at all the gravel over the ground. Here's the Clifton Marine Club, and got all their fishing boats there because there's a boat ramp here. Can't imagine there's too many boat ramps, and this is quite a substantial boat ramp.
Up past the boats here in the middle there's a fishing beach. See a few people in there fishing during the day, so we'll have to try that out. Oh, family of quail. Anyways, back to the camper to enjoy watching the sun go down from our idyllic spot in the camping ground. Looks like I'm not the only one enjoying this view. This gentleman's helping the lady onto the bike, so I hope she's okay. Looks like she's managing to ride okay, so that's great.
What a great day for a ride. Absolutely superb. We're going to hunt out some coffee shops if we go well. I know. Oh, look at that, you made it go up. So here's the Cape Kidnappers plaque. We'll go the distance, go to the Gannets,
which we saw anyway at Muriwai Beach. Millions of years of history right before your eyes. Find out about those who stepped this way before you.
October 1769, several large Maori waka met Captain James Cook HMS Endeavour off the coast from here. At first, fish and other items were traded. In a return encounter, the son of young Cook's Tahitian navigator Tuapai was snatched. Cook's crew fired at the Maori waka as it made off with the boy. He leapt to safety and swam back to the ship unharmed. 2 Maori were killed and 1 was injured. Captain Cook's English name for this place, Cape Kidnappers, came into common use.
Oh, that's Amanda calling on the walkie-talkies. We've got communication. You are here, all these trails, especially for me the Central Otago one and the Clutha Gold Rail Trail, which is my favourite because it's near my home. There's a bike trail here along beside the road. Do you want to use the bike trail or do you want to use the road? Might be easier, mightn't it?
I'll do the bike trail for a bit.
Do the bike trail?
This looks alright to start with.
Okay.
Let's see what it's like.
I'll let you go first. See you later.
This area was named after Scotsman James Gillespie Gordon, who arrived from India in his schooner with a prefabricated house, cast iron bath and a team of donkeys to establish Clifton Station in 1859. He purchased all of Cape Kidnappers and was soon joined by his sons. His descendants still live here, but in 1886 the old Clifton wool shed is now a wool museum. There's a sculpture by Rix Tepeston. It's a waka of plenty. It's to signify that the area was signalled out for wine industry development in 1903 after a government report.
This is where all the erosion's happening at Clifton Beach. It's been on the news a few times. These first few houses have been completely knocked out. This one's definitely looking a bit worse for wear. Anyway, it's time for a coffee. They're about to open up. Anyway, it's back to the camping ground. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to ski yet. At the end of the camp, there's a beach where you can fish. Not that we caught any fish, but it's a nice way to watch the sun go down and to end this episode. Next episode we pop into Clive before we head off from the Napier area. And we go down to Woodville. And then carry on down to Masterton, where we visit Henley Lake. Thanks for watching.